going back on tour in like 2 weeks. All of my dates are KristinChirico.com. Please sign up for my mailing list. That is how I know where to go on tour. I promise I don't email you unless I just want you to know I'm going on tour. You know, it's fine. It's a mailing list. You know what it works. Okay.
And if you're in San Diego and you want to see Kristin and I together, I will be hosting her show in San Diego on March 1st. So.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are going to be together.
Yes, we're going to be together on March 1st. You can actually see us. Is this the first time you've ever hosted for me?
Yes.
The first time. Yes.
I promise I won't fuck it up.
Okay. She won't. She's really good. Anyway, that's not what I was going to say. We're talking about my natural hair texture.
I love your natural hair texture.
Thank you. So what I do for this is I put cream in it and then I scrunch it. And then over the course of 2 hours, I slowly freak out about how it's not forming correctly. And so then I hot iron it.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it takes so much less time, girl.
I love it though. You know, I rarely see you with your regular.
It's kind of a joke. It's like you can tell what parts of it I've sort of fixed and what parts of it are like.
But I love it when it's curly up here.
Yeah,
it's
like
so cute.
This just happened this way.
It's so cute.
It's organic. Hello.
Hi, we're back. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long.
I think it was 2 weeks.
I know.
So
I
that
missed you.
Oh, right, because I was on tour. I was just like, what are you talking about? Starts at the beginning with our
weekly Hudson Williams check-in.
It's our weekly Hudson Williams check-in. So here's the thing: is I think we started talking about him every week, and we were like, we should just make this a segment.
Yeah.
Because it's already kind of a segment. So it's like, what's Hudson Williams doing this week?
Yeah. Breaking news.
I know. It's like, well, he's always doing something. It's like, I don't think he's just, I think he just likes being outside.
Yeah, he is really outside.
He's outside.
Yeah.
He is outside.
I did also see him hard launch his girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I did too.
And I saw someone comment going like, she is the strongest amongst all of us because she's fighting 52 demons at all times.
Oh,
like
she knows what she subscribed to. She knows what newsletter.
But did she when they started dating?
Yes.
Before heated rivalry?
Do you think that man is different? That man is exactly the same. It's
but the level of attention, like you can date a man who is he's probably the same as he was when they first started dating, but the level of attention he has now from other women and gay men, girl, she is the strongest among us.
She is the strongest soldier. But here's my thinking, and I say this as someone who, again, as I say all the time, if I was in a different body, I would be a demon from hell. I would be the type of person that they would have to like strap in at any given party they were at because like I would cause problems. Like I would get kicked out of every bar. Like I am not. I understand. Like the problem is like this. God made me this way so that fewer people would get pregnant.
That's so funny.
God was just like, this brain and this personality cannot exist in a hot person. We gotta fucking slow it down. So like. I understand mentality. He's an Aquarius, so it's like, you know, I understand. I'm a Gemini. They're kind of I understand, but I think he's the type of person where he does a lot of being outside. Again, we don't know these people.
We don't know her, but I'm just saying, like, I have mad admiration for her because if it was me and I wasn't like here's the thing, when we've talked about this at the Golden Globes.
Sorry, time out. The thing I just what
did you do?
Oh my God. Okay, so
Wait, did you have the margarita?
Yes.
Is it so bad?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean to interrupt you.
Is it so bad? It's a canned margarita.
It's a canned margarita and it's 15% ABV.
Canned margarita, I'm gonna open my legs.
Yes, but drank this. I was not expecting. I was not ready for what was about to happen. I'm sorry. I just took a sip of it and like my soul. Like
I saw your soul literally leave your body and then come back in.
I don't know if my soul left my body or if my soul came back and was like, we got to rescue her from whatever the hell just happened here. Oh my God. Like
that was so funny.
This is the type of thing where like the first sip is like, you've signed the deal with the devil, and then like the fourth sip is like, let me tell you my theory about crop tops. Yeah.
Let me tell you why Brandy Melville is the inception of evil.
And yeah, let me tell you about how crop tops I think are an FBI psyop against. I
I cannot wait. I think there has been documentaries about Brandy Melville.
There have.
But like there's something even more insidious going on. I feel like we've only scratched the surface of John Galt.
So, well, yeah, for sure. Also, I didn't mean to interrupt you with this word.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
I don't know. I mean, I think.
Hudson. Yeah. I would love it if I could be like, yeah, that's mine. Like on the internet, like aggressively. But like, I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, I
like to piss on my territory. I'd be unhappy.
I'm not a very territorial person. I'm kind of like,
You're stronger than me.
I'm also just not. I mean, I'm just not particularly territorial. I don't really, we all belong to the universe or whatever. I don't know. I also am just like, you know what? Good for them. They're having a good time. Like, he's happy. He's clearly whatever they're doing is working for them. I'm not like, I am not one of those people where I'm just like, I don't feel the need to read the tea leaves on other people's relationships, mostly because like, I don't know. I think that it's not interesting to me.
I guess here's the thing. I feel like people who like doing that fall into two camps. They're either like QAnon and they're like, everybody's doing something gnarly, or they're like the girl version of that who's like, I think Alex Earl is breaking up with Braxton and now she's with Tom Brady. Like, I think there's like two type of conspiracy theorists.
Sometimes people will slide into my DMs with like heated rivalry ephemera. Yeah. And I will be like, you know what? I am not as obsessed with this as I thought I was.
Hey, growth.
I'm not, you know what? I thought I was crazy. Turns out I'm fine. Like, people will send me things where I'm just like, did you see this and this? And I'm like, no, I didn't.
That's so funny, Kristin.
I'll be like, I didn't see that. You know why? Because I have 4 jobs.
Yeah.
I did, so it's, I don't know. I think maybe also because like my brain, I listen, not the same thing, not the same degree. Yeah. But like, I am used to being in like weird parasocial situations where people have like bad boundaries with me. So like my brain kind of goes like, ooh, leave people alone. Like, listen.
Yeah, that's fair.
My brain is always like, leave people alone. Like, I know, like I've had like weird creep shots taken of me and Brie. I've had like weird, more than once, like over and over again. And like people will send them to me and be like,
I saw you.
People would, sometimes, oh my God, people will take creep shots of me and then would like airdrop them to me. And it would be like it would be like a creep shot of me like from like the last like 2 minutes. So like it would be like someone is watching me. Yeah, this is before I learned that you have to turn off all that shit. It was like a while ago. But like yeah, so like I think like I'm just very.
Do you prefer if people come up to you and ask for a photo?
Yes.
Let's make that clear.
Yes. Never. And granted, like people don't do this anymore because I think that like everyone who likes me is older now, so they wouldn't do that. But like, no, getting a creep shot of you that was taken in the last 2 minutes from some random anonymous person is one of the most unsettling things that can happen to you. Yeah. It sucks. And so I think that's like my brain is like, I tend to be like, I'll have fun, but I'm also just like, leave people alone, please. Yeah. But that's just,
I don't know. Okay, wait. So we want to say room party, dancing at the Gold.
Do you want to talk about Hudson? Well, because like he was out there, he was having a good time. Yeah. So Hudson Williams was at the Gold Room Lunar New Year celebration party this past weekend, and like there was like video of him dancing to like all the things she sang. Yeah. Now part of me's like, do you think he's singing that song yet? Do you think 10 years from now he's gonna hear that song and just be like?
Yeah, he's gonna have like a visceral like.
Is he gonna have like Vietnam War flashbacks? Like he's gonna hear all the things she said and just hit the deck. Yeah. Like because I'm watching him I was watching him dance that and I was like, okay, he's having fun, good. And I'm like, oh God, I really hope that I hope that like when he's like 45 years old, it's not like. It's not like something that's just like that people start yelling at him on the street. It's like I'm glad he's still having fun with that. Also, his mom was at that party, right?
No.
His mom was with him at that party. There's like tons of photos of them like dancing and like smoking cigars together.
Oh.
I know, it's so good. It's like
that's kind of reminiscent of that interview that you had me read.
I know, right? Oh, I'm so excited to talk to you. I'm so excited to talk to you about that later. I want to talk about like one thing because we're not showing this video because I do think that something on this podcast that I refuse to do is like
show paparazzi.
Show paparazzi videos in, because we're not doing that. But there, either he was going to this party or he was coming from this party, and like he had like his jacket over his face, and like the paparazzi, of course, were like really pissed about it. Whatever, they can eat shit. And like, and I think someone yelled at him like Hudson, did Connor teach you to do that? And Hudson said, yes, he did, baby. Yes, he did. Or like, yeah, there's something like variation on that, which is I was like, you know what? Love you, baby. Good job. Yeah. Good job. You're doing great. You're doing awesome.
You're killing it.
Yeah, you're killing it. You're crushing it. Like, I love it. I love that. I love that he's out there, but I love that he like protects himself. That's like,
I think that's another Gen Z thing.
It is, because I think that, because like, and I feel, honestly, it makes me feel more comfortable, because it makes me feel like I know what parts that I'm allowed to engage in with regards to discussing like his whole deal.
Yeah, that's really fair.
It's like, you've made it clear to me what things we can have fun talking about and what things are not on limit or off. Like, we know the boundary. The boundary is clear, which I appreciate. Okay, I've been talking so much. It's because of this fucking margarita.
one margarita, I'm gonna open my mouth.
Mouth, the legs of the face. Micro rant.
Oh yes, because this is going to be a part of our other segment.
It's another segment we're doing.
We're pitching bits to each other.
Tiny micro rant. Stop asking me to read the Song of Achilles. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fucking do it. Okay, this is every single person trying to get me to... Okay, do you know the Song of Achilles?
No.
Okay, do you know the Iliad?
Yes.
Okay, so the Song of Achilles is basically... It's like, it won like the Booker Prize like 15 years ago. It's basically like gay Achilles Patroclus fan fiction.
Okay.
That's basically the whole...
Okay.
You know. But people will pitch me like, oh my God, you've got to read Song of Achilles. Like, it was so sad I had to up my antidepressants, 10 out of 10. I'm like, that's not a sales pitch.
No, that's scary.
That's not a sales pitch. That's not, people will be like, oh my God, it's so good. I cried so hard I pooped. Like, and I'm like, what?
I'm
every
good.
person who tells me to read this book is just like, it's the saddest thing you'll ever read. It's the saddest you'll ever be, including at your parents' own funeral. Like, I feel like every person trying to pitch the Song of Achilles to me, it's like the same people, it's the same tactic as the people trying to pitch like having children. They'll be like, you're going to be covered in tears and vomit.
Yeah. You're going to lose your whole self and identity for 18 years, but it's the best thing you'll ever do.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
This won the Booker Prize.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, like, this is a terrible sales pitch. I'm not reading this book that's ruining your life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, my life is already ruined, all right? I'm drinking a margarita that I don't understand the provenance of. Anyway, all right, that's my rant. Go ahead.
Okay, I was trying to work out this bit. I think it's really weird that we've banned flavored vapes, but not flavored lubes. Okay, if we're going purely on the flavors.
Okay.
Just happenstance, Nikki. Google flavored lube. Peaches and cream.
Okay.
Mochi melt.
Okay.
There was one that was like ultra slick jelly donut. Like crazy fucking shit. And you're telling me all of this is less appealing than cucumber jewel pods?
Well, so there's
mint?
The thing. Here's the critical difference, okay? Lube is not addictive.
That's true. It's actually the least addictive thing.
Lube,
Pina colada.
Okay, birthday cake, I believe. Yeah, all right, that's fine. But
that's crazy.
I believe that. Yeah, but
and you know what I used most in high school? Flavored lube and vapes.
At the same time?
Yes. Yes, that was the two. Those were the two most purchased things.
Stop fucking the vapes.
I can't. They're the perfect vape.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I perfectly agree with you.
We didn't need to ban cucumber jewel pods if we're gonna have fucking peaches and cream anal delight flavored water-based lubricant on shelves.
Anal delight? You know, I don't know if I agree with you on this one. I think that I don't know if I follow your police work on this one, Chief. I think this is a little bit of specious logic. If I'm being really honest with you, I think this raises more questions than it answers. If I'm going to be really honest with you. Like, why? Listen, I don't really interact with flavored lube. I will say this. Do not use warming lube without telling someone you're using warming lube.
It's like putting Szechuan chili on your pussy.
Do not. Oh my God. Why do people not know this?
It's horrible.
Why do people not know this?
It's horrible.
Oh my. I can't even tell the story.
It's literally just, it's BV in a jar.
I can't even tell the story, but I will tell you the story is, I'm not joking, less than 12 hours old. I'm thinking of a story really hard in my head, and it's a less than 12-hour-old story.
No, warming lube has never been good for any woman.
No.
No woman has been like, oh, thank God my pussy's on fire.
Do not put that on my music. Don't put that on my mucous membranes.
Yeah, no, I don't understand it. And again, it should be off shelves.
I think warming lube should be banned, in my opinion.
Well, I think warming lube should be banned as well.
I think that's more of a problem. Okay, we agree on that. Great.
Okay, so the bit has legs. All-American Halftime Show. That was the craziest psychosis episode I've ever had.
I forgot about I kind of skimmed through it.
Oh, I fast-forwarded through it.
I fast-forwarded it.
So long.
It was really boring. It was not interesting. It was, it was also like, it was so long. It was more than like, and also they pre-recorded it.
Yeah. Candace Owens actually came out and said that she was like, they had to pay people to stand in the, to be in the audience. And they said it was going to end up, they also told them that apparently, according to Candace Owens, again, not necessarily the most valid source, but she's on a mission to fucking uproot Erica Kirk's legitimacy. So I'm kind of in it for that. She said that they had to pay people to go and that they told the attendees that there was going to be a secret, a surprise guest, and it wasn't just going to be Kid Rock.
Who was it?
No one. They lied.
The secret surprise guest is you.
Yeah. It's the friends you made along the way.
It's the friends you made along the way. I just imagine being like so dedicated to racism that you're just like, I am going to hang out with a bunch of people in pantsuits. Like, sing. It's just, I just don't.
And bad dye jobs. That guy who was fake playing the cello.
Did Kid Rock do Ba Wada Ba? Did he do that? Did he actually do that song? Because when I was watching it, I thought he only did one song.
He only did one song.
Okay, because I saw clips of him doing other songs, but I didn't see it on the feed.
I didn't see it on the feed. I saw him only do one song.
Like, am I out of my mind?
No, I mean, unless
right?
it was, I watched there's one that's like an hour and 16 minutes long. I watched the 35-minute one.
I watched the 35-minute one too.
Yeah, so maybe it's in the hour one, which I'm not gonna fucking
because I was watching the short one I watched. I was just
like, only did one.
Can you imagine being so racist that you sit through this like 30-minute like snooze fest only to see Kid Rock not even do any of his hits?
Literally.
To do none of the hits. Like, imagine being so hateful that you're willing to, like, accept that. You're willing to convince yourself that, like, you watched Kid Rock do none of his hits. He didn't even do Cowboy.
Yeah.
Which would have fit with the theme.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You're not even gonna do Cowboy.
No.
Like, I'm not saying it's a good song.
Doesn't he have one with Lil Wayne too?
Sure, he's one with Little Everyone. You know, it's like Kid Rock.
There was like an American like
American badass. I'm Kid Rock and I like hats. I don't know. I'm not familiar with his discog. I'm not like big on his discog. I understand what he was familiar for when I was like a teenager. Yeah. Right. But it's like, and that just how rotted out does your soul have to be able to convince yourself that watching Kid Rock cosplay as a Christian is in any way a satisfying cultural experience?
Yeah.
Like how gone from this mortal world do you have to be?
You're gone.
Just like watching people be like, that was good. It's like, no, it wasn't. Just say it. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
You know what? Listen, honestly, if you had made like a stupid, like a super racist halftime show that had the same level of production value as Bad Bunny's show, maybe I could believe that argument coming from you.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good.
Yeah.
You remember like during like when they were doing the national anthem and we kept hearing like the random pyrotechnics going off?
Yeah.
Because they hadn't thought about how the soundscape would fit in with a solo guitar.
Yeah.
Because they just hadn't thought of that. And so it was just like, it was literally like you were standing on like the street watching like your neighbor.
Yeah, your neighbor trying to do this
hey, I put together a halftime show for the kids. Like,
yeah.
It's like, that's what it felt like. It's just, anyway.
It made no sense. It was actually the most biggest fever dream. I saw you put it on there too, and I was like, oh God, and I was watching through it. But by the time I made it through Drunk Uncle's one song, and then the box dye Treasure Island pirate who was fake playing the cello.
Oh my gosh, we have to talk about that guy. That cello, what was he? Who was that guy?
I have no idea.
At what point?
He was fully not even playing the cello.
At one point, there was a guy wearing like just a purple pirate outfit, just seesawing the cello. Just like fucking
with the worst dye job
he looked
you've
like,
ever seen.
He looked like they pet cemeteried one of the dummies from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yeah.
And then haul his ass on stage and said, "You play the cello now."
And also in the song, there was no cello. Like you could audibly not hear any. It was just violin. And then this guy who was like, it was craziness.
That's, whenever I worry that the right thinks that they could in any way win the culture wars, it's like I'm reminded of the fact that like
they have no culture.
Yeah, they have no culture. Like good artists just don't side with them.
No,
good artists just aren't on that like this, because to be a good artist is to be an empathetic person.
Yep.
To be a good artist is to be a person who's experienced pain.
Yeah.
And
love and joy and
joy
yeah.
and can take those feelings and not just like fucking neutral bullet them down into rage.
Yeah,
I can take those feelings and like process them into something like universally relatable.
Yeah.
And that's
and like we said in the last episode, is to love the human condition.
Yes, exactly.
And no matter who is experiencing it across, genders, sexualities, races, like you have a love for the human condition as an artist, and you like transmuting both the pain and the joy of that through your art.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I think if you don't have that love in you, you are not a good artist.
That gives me, of all things, conservatives will always be bad at art, and that gives me hope.
It's true.
It's like they will always be terrible at art. They will never be good at it. They will never be good at it because they just don't. It's like, and if you are always bad at art on a fundamental level,
you'll never win.
You'll never be cool.
Yeah.
You'll never be cool. You will always be less cool than me. Isn't that horrible? Isn't that horrible to think about? That like as hateful as you are, as unhappy as you are, because you'll never be a good artist, you'll always be less cool than me.
It sucks. It sucks. That gives me some real
really
pleasure.
Sucks, doesn't it?
That gives me some real pleasure. I had a question though for you.
Yes.
Moving back kind of onto the Bad Bunny topic. First of all, loved his Super Bowl performance.
Yes.
It was moving. It was beautiful. I love the way that he tied in, the experience growing up in Puerto Rico, the connection to to sugarcane. Like there was just so many historical elements.
You talked about like the instability of the power grid and like how that's like inflicted by Puerto Rico's colonial overlords, the United States of America. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was so moving. I thought it was so.
Yeah.
And I was hearing my parents watch it from the other room, who are in their late 60s, early mid 70s. And again, my diehard liberals. Like when we were watching the Grammys together and Billie Eilish was like, "You're on stolen land," my dad's going, "Yeah!" Like you know what I mean? Like they're in it.
The father must goon for justice.
I'm gonna pee my. Literally,
we're gonna have to make Father Must Goon merchandise. You realize that now?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
we have Father Must Goon. Yeah, and then on the back for justice.
For justice.
But I was wondering, because I was seeing because of course I loved it. I didn't understand necessarily, like, I ended up looking up the lyrics later because I didn't understand, or, I don't speak Spanish, so I wasn't able to understand all the lyrics. But I was wondering, what was and we can cut this if it doesn't work, but what was the argument for not having subtitles? Because there wasn't direct translations. Was that it, do you think?
Okay.
Because my parents were watching it and they were
You
like,
mean subtitled in English?
Yes.
Because I'm sure there were subtitles in Spanish available.
Yes,
I'm
likely.
sure like you could get it subtitled in Spanish for people who are okay.
Because my dad was watching and he's like, "I'm loving this. I don't understand a word he's saying, but I would really like to." Like verbatim, I'm hearing from the other room.
Because I think that's not the way he wanted his art presented. I think that's just. I think it was a choice. I think it was an artistic choice.
It was an artistic choice.
I think that
that makes sense.
I think that I would be shocked. I'd be shocked if there weren't like Spanish subtitles. I'm sure, because it's closed captioning.
I'm sure. Yeah,
so,
I'm sure there were Spanish subtitles
for accessibility reasons. But
of course.
But I think that's just not how he wanted his art presented. I'm sure
totally fair.
I'm sure it was pitched to him.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone said like, "Hey, do you want to?" But also, it's possible that like, he was
also the songs are also at such a speed too. I wonder if like
might have been too slow.
It might have been too slow.
I mean, it's possible that like he there aren't like good direct translations that really like communicate it correctly. I mean, I think also he probably knows that like he lives in the time of the internet. People will translate it later.
That's true. Yeah,
like
you
there
can
were
look
lots of things that he said.
Yeah.
Like at one point, like at the beginning of Monaco, he said he introduced himself and was just like, you know, and I'm here at the Super Bowl because I believed in myself, and you know what, I believe in you too.
Yeah.
Like, and people translated that,
right?
And like, but the thing is though, is that like even at the time, like, because the way that he delivers that line, you can kind of like. It's to camera. He like breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Like he does the whole time, but like in like the most explicit way.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of tell that he's like trying to tell you something.
Right.
I think it was just an artistic choice.
It was an artistic choice. Yeah.
Which is like, you know, that's fine. I think that, and honestly, I think it's an artistic choice that also invites us to go back and analyze the art more later.
That's a really good point. You're right.
Because I think
that's what it did. That's what it made me do. I went back and I actually looked up the lyrics. I invited my parents to do the same too. But my dad asked me that, and I was like, "That's a really good question."
You know, sometimes art
pose that.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's okay for art to be a little bit hard, a little bit unyielding, and I think it's okay to
invite you to think more.
Invite you to do the research, invite you to learn,
totally.
Like, invite you to like. You know, figure out like what's actually being said, or like the context of what's being said. It's the same reason why he did like there were lots of like you know, there were so many Easter eggs in that show.
Yes,
so many Easter eggs in that show that you know he doesn't explain up top, but like you know he is a person of the internet. He understands how the internet works.
And he's an artist too who I will say does that so well.
Yeah, like he knows that people are going to go back and like do the work and like show people and share it and stuff like that. Like he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Like all he has to do is do the work and like people will analyze it later. So that's what I think. I think it's an artistic choice.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And I think you're right. It does art should invite you to think more.
Yeah.
And it should invite you to go back and to revisit it and to do your homework.
Yeah, I mean,
art should invite you to do your homework.
Exactly. I mean, there are things in Kendrick's Super Bowl show last time. So I've watched Kendrick's Super Bowl, his 2025 Super Bowl performance, probably in the neighborhood of like 75 to 100 times, I would say. I've watched it. Yeah, I've watched it like so many times. I've listened to it probably even more times than that.
I've listened to it quite a few times.
I think, in my opinion, up until this year's, I think it was the best one ever made in terms of like.
Yeah, I can't think of any more with more cultural impact.
In terms of cultural impact, and I think that like it's kind of the same thing where like there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in that show.
Yeah.
That like I think that you would have to go back and like really piece it apart and kind of like figure out what's going on, and like it's fun. It's like you know, I think that like there's the first watch, which is like it's vibes, we're having fun.
Yeah.
It's initial impact, and then like you go, you know, it's the best art invites revisitation.
Yes.
And if you explain everything up top, why would you revisit?
Right. It's given to you. It's handed on itself. Yeah. There's no critical thinking involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Or required.
That's just my little opinion.
I really try. So everybody's like, Jesse, you're so mature. You should like really date older. Like you need a man to like take care of you. And I was like, fine. I'll try it.
Okay.
So I went out. He's 52, very wealthy. We get there. He's like, I'm like, oh, you're 52, but you're not like a hard 52. You're like a rugged 52. I can do this with my eyes closed. I can do this.
Off to a good start. Keep going. Yeah, great.
And we sit down and we start talking, and we sit there for an hour, and all we do is talk about skiing.
I really wish I had not put Margarita in my mouth right before you said that. That is the... Are you dating my dad?
It felt like it.
Are you...
It felt like it. All we did was talk about skiing.
Do you ski?
Yeah, but I don't like it. I don't like it.
I agree. Most of the skiing I've done in my life has been under duress.
Yes, it's not fun. I don't want to be cold. I don't want to be cold working out. That's the whole point of working out.
I don't mind being cold. I just don't like skiing. No one tells you this about skiing because they're like, skiing is just standing up. It's not. It's having your knees bent.
Yeah.
You have to have your knees bent the whole fucking time.
And your toes are being jammed in those boots aggressively, and they're crumpled up, and you got hammer toes, and it hurts.
Oh my God.
And I have that extra bone in my foot. I have an extra fucking bone in my foot. I've got an extra thing here.
Oh, wow.
And so then it like smushes it, and it hurts.
It's also expensive.
Oh my God.
It's so expensive.
You might as well sell a kidney to go skiing.
It's so expensive.
And granted, Grandpa could have taken me. He was wealthy, fine. But it was like...
Well, wonderful for you.
Yeah. And so we get there, and I'm like, all right, Luckily, his kids were younger than me, so I was like, whew, dodge that bullet.
Wait, how old were his kids?
22 and like 21.
Oh, not that much younger than you.
Not
oh
that
my
much,
God.
yeah. And he goes, yeah, so I have 2 kids. One's like 22, the other one's like 20.
How old are you, 29?
I'm 29.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay.
No.
And then he's like, and then I have a 4-year-old. And I went.
No.
No.
Evacuate the dance floor.
I went,
Evacuate the dance floor.
And he was like, yeah, like after I went through like a tragedy in my family, like I started drinking a lot and then I slept with my daughter's best friend's mom. And I'm sitting there with my steak frites and I'm like, oh, really?
It must have been the best steak frite you've ever had in your life, because I would have been like, I have to go to the bathroom, and then I would have left the state.
No, I like looked over and I was like, we're gonna need another drink. I was like, we're gonna need another one. Like,
oh,
yeah. And I was like,
God.
okay, yeah. And I was like, so how much do your kids know about like dating? Because we met on Field. I was like, so how privy are your kids to this?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, oh, they don't know. I said, okay, good. I said, so we're on the same moral page here that like what you're doing is weird. Cool. Got it. Good to know. And then we were, and I was like, yeah, you know, he's like, so what are you looking for? He's like, I have an incredibly high libido. I have an incredibly high sex drive. I'm like,
really?
I'm like, really? You're 52. Like, tell me you're not like shoving blue chews down your throat. Like, get over it.
I was like, okay.
Barf. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, we're going to need to take it slow. Because I was like, I'm upfront with you. Like, before we even went out, I was like, this is the largest age gap I've ever done. Like, I've never.
I don't think it's like, listen, I'm not that person who's like, age gaps.
What are those?
What, they're bad. Like,
Yeah.
I think that like there's a lot of nuance there. There's a lot of like, you know, what's the power dynamic? Like, what's, you know, stuff like,
Yeah.
you know, but like,
I was looking for a sugar daddy. Like, let's just call a spade a spade.
sure, like that's fine. Like, exactly. Like, I'm not gonna like. I think that there's.
Once I was clear that the only thing I was gonna get out of this was like ski sugar daddy, I was like, oh, fuck me. I don't want this.
Ski sugar daddy.
I don't want a free icon pass.
The
That's
powder.
not, the powder
Powder
dynamic.
daddy.
Yeah.
You got a powder daddy.
The powder dynamic.
The powder dynamic. I just feel, you know, I think when if you tell me a 52-year-old man is trying to date a 29-year-old, my brain goes, why?
Yeah.
My brain goes, why? Why?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to date someone who's 29? What exactly, what in your brain that isn't quite firing right are you trying to soothe?
Yeah.
Because this tells me, because like a 52-year-old man should be trying to date someone my age.
Yeah, and
Minimum.
yeah.
Like, 'cause I'm 41.
Yeah.
Like that, like the fact that a 52-year-old man is trying to date someone of childbearing age, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Well, he told me, he's like, I don't want kids. I don't want any more kids. I'm done with kids.
I don't want kids. Well, too late.
Yeah, too late. Yeah. So I was like, yeah. And then it ended and I was like, I'm never going to text this person again. And then he never texted me either.
Oh my God, thank God.
So we were like, I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh my God, free steak frites.
I shit you not.
His name was Mr. Gooch.
Yeah.
Okay, I would tell me his first name off camera, but like his name was Mr. How do you suppose it's spelled? Gooch?
I didn't find that out until the end of the date.
I would take my wife's name. I would be like that.
He was like, it was a cool name when I was growing up. I was like, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
I was like,
What the hell are you talking about?
Everyone should have been calling you Mr. Taint.
Mr. Taint was my father's name. Call me Mr. Gooch. You can tell this is the one where I'm cracking open a beer in the middle of it.
They called him Taint Senior.
No, I hate this.
No, it's over. It's fine. But it was fun, and I was like, okay, I tried.
Yeah, listen, I'm so excited you got some steak.
Yeah.
But like also sometimes, I mean, there are men who are very just like, some women just date for the free meal, and it's like, listen, if you are annoying enough where like tolerating your company is something that would require compensation, like you should be happy that a meal is all it cost.
Literally.
Like,
literally,
you know,
it made me it made me start thinking about requesting a deposit for first dates. It really,
like a damage. Like if you cause me psychic damage, you're not getting that entire deposit back.
Literally, like an incidentals deposit.
Oh my God, you should have to put down a deposit on a relationship. Honestly,
100%.
Like you should, if you have a bad reputation, if you're like a fuckboy,
yes,
you should have to put.
If you've cheated on someone more than once,
you should have to put down a deposit.
You should have to put down a deposit.
Honestly, there are some people I know where I'm like, you should have gotten a deposit out of that man.
Yes. Wait, that's actually if you're a woman and you're gonna date a man who's a high risk man,
who's a known fuckboy, a known piece of shit about town. That man, that man should have to put down deposits.
Has to put down a deposit. Yeah. And it starts at 1,000.
It starts at 1,000, and it's honestly, I think because that deposit goes towards your therapy.
Yes.
That deposit goes towards your therapy.
Yes.
You should have to pay that person's therapist like $2,000, and if you don't come up for like multiple sessions, you get it back.
Yep.
But if you become a multi-month problem, then you lose that deposit.
You lose that deposit, period.
I think that there are a lot of men, especially like adult men in finance, who would behave differently if they thought they would lose a deposit on a relationship.
They would.
But I also think there's some men who are such pieces of shit that they would be like, whatever, it's just the cost of doing business.
Totally.
In which case, that's fine.
That's fine.
You should, then I get like, I think, honestly, you know what? I think all dads should have to put down a deposit on their daughters.
Yes.
I think that you should have to put down like a $10,000 deposit.
100%.
And if you don't come up in therapy, you get that deposit back. I genuinely feel watching like this whole Epstein proceedings, there are some people who are not going to be able to be deprogrammed.
Oh, yeah.
There are some people, in fact, when I say some, I mean there are probably millions of people who are not going to be able to be deprogrammed.
Yeah.
Who are probably going to have to like go to prison.
Yeah.
Unless they fucking
figure it out.
Because it's like, if you look at all this
and you go,
and your brain isn't still like, your brain doesn't go like, oh, everyone in charge, jail.
Yeah. Jail.
Like if
deep jail.
I
feel like I'm on the verge of active psychosis every day, that I wake up and I like read the news. I'm like, how are we not storming the Capitol? Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
we're historically speaking,
we've never protected women. We've never protected children. I'm not surprised by it, but I am just like, how is not everyone so angry?
Everyone is so angry. That's the thing. I think that's the thing that I kind of want to reiterate, is that everyone is so angry, except for like the one, and I'm going to say this at this point, probably the 1/4 of the country who is in active psychosis.
Yeah.
And because I don't think there are that many people who genuinely think this is fake.
Yeah, I don't think so
But
either.
I think there are enough where it's a problem.
I did see on Threads too, there were some in like Hanover, Pennsylvania, and some other like deep Trump, 3-time Trump voter states that they're putting up billboards that's like leaving like disillusioned, like don't know what to believe, leavingmaga.org. Like people, there are like some deprogramming efforts trying
we are going to spend, I mean, that's the other thing, is that like, it's going to cost billions, with a B, billions of dollars to deprogram some people. It's going to be like, this is probably going to be like, if we actually do it.
Yeah.
Because like, here's the thing, in Nazi Germany, they didn't do it.
Yeah.
They just kind of like, they
passed some laws.
They just sort of hope for the best and like let a lot of people die.
Yeah.
This is going to be
or
like,
gave them to America and said, you can take them.
like we Operation Paperclipped a bunch of people. You guys know what that is? Operation Paperclip is the fact that like after World War II, America basically was like, well, how about we just take all your best scientists? It's like
who are Nazis.
Because like putting scientists in jail isn't really a good use of their skills, right? So like let's just like make them be I don't know, the foundations of NASA.
Yeah.
Let's just do that.
And we'll just change your name.
Let's just do that. And that's where NASA came from. But it's going to cost billions of dollars to deprogram people.
My hot take on this, if you'll indulge me, I think what's happening is I do think there's a good, healthy majority of Americans are deeply enraged by this.
Yes, I agree.
I think what we're finding out, though, is how there is no system in place to hold anybody accountable right now.
Yep.
And I think people are coming to the grim conclusion that this is not going to end well. Like, it's probably going to end up being a forceful.
Yeah.
We're going to have a forceful transition.
We're going to have a fight about it.
Like a real.
Like a real fight about it.
Knuckles in the fucking mud fight.
Yeah.
Which.
We're on the same page.
You know what I mean? And it's like, there's no way to vote this away.
No.
This is, people are going to have to hit the streets and they're going to have to get physical in it. And I don't mean necessarily fistfights, but I mean, it needs to be.
You have to put your body on the line.
We're going to have to take it back.
Yeah. You're not wrong. I 100% agree with you.
Nobody say where the address of our studio is.
No, I 100% agree with you that I just don't think, that's just sort of, this was never going to be resolved in any other way.
Yeah.
This is basically what happened was we never punished anyone after the Civil War, and this has come back to haunt us. We should. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. We should have, like, after the Civil War, there should have been like thousands of people executed.
Yeah.
What we're
I agree with you.
Right now is the ferment
in
the South over the course of over the last 150 years. This has been fermented.
Yeah. You're not saying anything that people don't like. This is established. Like what you're saying is actually not a hot take. It's like every historian will agree with you that like basically we didn't finish the job after the Civil War and now it's like become a problem.
Yeah.
Like we basically at the end of the assassination of Abraham Lincoln is like probably the single worst thing to happen in the United States because the end of Reconstruction made it so like. Not that I'm not saying that like Reconstruction necessarily would have been like a perfect process, but the end of it altogether basically made it so we not only kicked this can down the road, but like the can became a fucking boulder. It acquired interest.
Yeah. Acquired mass.
It became like a fucking like
boulder.
Yeah. And no, I think what you're saying is what every single person won't say because it's like no one wants to be the person that says like there's no way this ends in anything other than violence. But
even in the situation where we take back the House, we take back the Senate in the midterms, there's no way.
First of all, there's a systemic rot amongst the ruling class that supersedes party. Yeah. So that's the first problem. But there is a systemic rot also that supersedes that like. There is a ruling class of people who, regardless of their politics,
protect each other.
Yeah. And until they're gone, by whatever means they go, we will have the same problems. Yeah. So the question becomes, how do we get rid of them? Yeah. And I won't be making any suggestions because that's how you get fucking shot in your car.
I also, too, am kind of sick of hearing people saying, like, oh, you know, if Hillary's going to testify, she's gonna bring it down. Like,
no, she's not. She's culpable.
She's not. She's culpable.
She's culpable. She's going to jail.
She's going to go to jail.
I can't believe she's testifying. She's so dumb. Have I talked about this with you?
No, we haven't talked about this.
This is actually a bit I'm working on right now. I think we talked about this. That the Clintons testifying is so crazy to me. Like
they're not gonna say shit to do anything other than protect themselves.
Well, okay, no, they're not. First of all, there's no way they can protect themselves and not lie under oath. They're fucked. Yeah. The Clintons are totally fucked. Like,
but lie under oath and then what? Like face perjury and what are you? No one's actually gonna.
Okay, so
they're never actually gonna press charges.
Here's my opinion about the Clintons. All right, you know how in Free Solo. The whole thing of Free Solo is that, like, they talk over and over again about different guys who were also professional free soloers. Like, guys who would climb mountains without, like, safety equipment. And how they keep saying that, like, over a long enough timeline, every single person who does this professionally dies. Because eventually they die free soloing. Yeah. They just keep going until they die. Yeah. Like, they can't ever kick the addiction, and they don't know their own limits, and they don't know when to stop, and they die.
That's Hillary Clinton with power.
I think the Clintons are like those fucking guys. I think they have been so high on their own motherfucking supply for so long and getting away with shit for so long that they have convinced themselves that they can testify in front of a Congress who hates them, and they're not going to go to jail? Yeah. Absolutely not. They are the perfect scapegoats.
I think that she is reptilian enough and lawyered up enough that she will find a way to say.
No, I think they're stupid. I think this is Napoleon trying to come back from the island he was banished from. I think that they are stupid. I think they're going to fucking get fried on this.
Well, to your point about this ruling class protecting itself, do you even think they will testify?
I think if they do, they're fucked. I don't know why they volunteer. I think they volunteer. I think that if I was on the Clintons' legal team, I would be like, "What are you doing, girl? Don't do it unless you are subpoenaed.
Yeah,
fucking sit down. Like get into fucking
the only thing that I could see happening is that Bill's health has been on the decline for a while.
So they might throw him under the bus just for that.
Yeah,
they
know that he won't actually face jail time because he's so sick.
I don't know, man.
He'll get the sick white guy former president card.
I think the Clintons are a perfect scapegoat because nobody likes them anymore.
Yeah.
I think that they are out. I think they need someone to go down for this.
I'm fine with them going down, but they better fucking strap the C4 to their chest and bring it all down.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
I don't think they will. I think they will protect each other. I mean, Bill was fucking swimming in the pool with the victims in Ghislaine.
Yeah. I mean, Bill Clinton is a fucking... I know. Listen, I mean, this is part of my president's bit. When people are just like, oh, well, Bill Clinton did all this stuff. Yeah, I know.
He's evil.
I know. He sucks too. They're all evil.
They're all evil. Also, women need to run the world. Women need to run the country.
Well, not all women.
Not Hillary. Not her. Not her.
I don't know. Listen,
No one named Pam.
No one named Pam.
I don't support all women. Some of you bitches are very stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I'm over supporting women's rights and wrongs. Some of you bitches are fucking evil.
To paraphrase a very famous tweet.
Yeah, some of you bitches are evil. Pam Bondi, you're an evil bitch. Kristi Noem, you're an evil bitch.
I saw the funniest Onion article about Pam Bondi.
What?
Where it was just like, Pam Bondi thought that went pretty well.
I saw someone say that she had written on flashcards insults for individual Congress members and she couldn't remember them. That's why she kept flipping through the pages.
Oh, that's so sad. She didn't remember the order for cue cards.
She didn't remember. She couldn't PEMDAS her way out of this.
She couldn't PEMDAS. I'm yelling. You know what I learned about Pam Bondi? As someone who spent a lot of time in the South and who has spent a lot of time around women like this. This is a woman who's like ambitious in a way that's socially acceptable to men.
Yeah.
And it's like you live your life trying to balance two truths.
Yeah.
You are a deeply ambitious person, but you want to be socially acceptable to men.
Yeah.
Did you see Handmaid's Tale?
No, I couldn't do it.
So there's a character on it who plays the wife, who's like kind of like one of the main characters, and like you can like kind of her story is that like she sort of was the architect of this world, and then like when the world sort of collapsed into the Handmaid's Tale, she became sort of a prisoner of it as well. And I think that like it's sort of a parable for what happens to these types of women.
Yeah.
Who aspire to hold two truths, which is that they want ambition, but they also want to be acceptable to the patriarchy. And they learn too late that they can't be both.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make them good people, and it doesn't necessarily make them, I would say,
redeemable
or empathetic. But it does explain how people
got there,
and how we can keep people from getting there in the future.
It's true. No, it's very true. And this whole thing has been a real eye-opening experience, and we'll talk about it more, I'm sure, on further episodes as we see more of this come out. But it's been a gripping last few weeks trying to make sense of how truly deep the rot goes. And then have to function in normal society. I mean, that's the other part. I'm like at my day job, like, kids are getting hurt. Like, it's crazy. Like,
I know.
It's like, I feel it's dystopian. It's incredibly dystopian.
Yes.
I mean, and it just makes you want to take a shower and rip off all your skin.
Yes, it does. Wow, what a great place to end.
Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Again, Kristin and I will be performing together. I will be hosting her show in San Diego on March 1st. What club are we putting?
Mic Drop San Diego.
Mic Drop San Diego,
which is one of my favorite clubs in Southern California.
We're going to be there. I'm so excited to host for Kristin.
The food is really good.
Ooh.
Yeah, the food is really good.
I think we might vlog it too. We'll probably going to vlog it.
Sure.
So I'm so excited. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Night School Pod. Leave us a 5-star review wherever you guys get your podcasts. Subscribe to Kristin's mailing list.
Yeah.
And buy tickets at KristinChirico.com. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.